All right. Here we go. We got Floyd Mayweather. He's being interviewed, and he asked about the Spence Crawford fight because they're saying that the Crawford fight is reminiscent of the Floyd Mayweather versus Diego Corrales. Now you guys gotta understand Mayweather. In Mayweather's eyes, there ain't nobody like him. You better not even try to compare anybody to him whatsoever at all. So let's let it play.
So, my fight with Diego Corrales, um, it wasn't for the undisputed title, and they fought for the undisputed title.
He said, and then so you guys, if you guys want to watch the video in its entirety, it's on Fight Hype. I'm just doing a little clip of it. Um, let's go.
When me and Diego Corrales fought, he was considered the boogeyman.
Now pay attention. Now he's trying to make it how scary it was for him and what he did. This guy was the boogeyman. Blase, blase.
30-0, if I'm not mistaken, 27 knockouts. Myself, I was undefeated also in 20 something fights. And that was a huge fight at that particular time. Um, I don't know how Diego Corrales training camp went. Um, all
You don't know and you don't care how it went. They called him the boogeyman, remember? That's all they needed to hear. No different than when Errol Spence was supposed to walk, crush, and step on Terrence Crawford. Same deal.
always come ready to rock and roll. And
Duh.
and as you can see from the opening bell, Diego Corrales was on my ass.
From the opening bell, Errol Spence tried to apply that pressure. As you can see.
So, of course, I had to make sure
You
that
see how he grinned?
my legs was in top condition. Make sure my defense was good. And I was throwing combinations, all throughout the fight.
Keep listening how Floyd. You guys gotta know how Floyd talk. You gotta understand the way he talk. He ain't gonna ain't nobody gonna be near him on nothing.
And I was in my 20s, and he was in his 20s. So it was totally different. But, with these two guys fighting, um, it was, I can't really speak on it. I don't really want to
See, he don't want to be a hater. He don't want to downplay, but he gonna do some downplaying. He's about to do it.
speak on that fight because I don't want to take nothing away from Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. So, I can dance around talking about
He had to throw it Errol Spence because he's really talking about Crawford.
the fight, but I would never badmouth
Just get it out.
these fighters that get in there
Just say what you gotta
and
say.
put it all on the line to take care of their families,
Uh,
take care of their friends, and they got a team that's behind them. So both of those guys went out there and they did what they had to do, and the best man won.
but you hear that? But here come the shade. People didn't hear it because I was speaking, but let's hear the but.
And the best man won. But with with Earl Spence being under the PBC banner, which a lot of times you hear fighters say, um, "I'm with PBC, I'm with Al Heyman, but I'm not with Floyd Mayweather." And I'm not talking about Earl. I'm just talking about in general. And I need every fighter to know this. If you're with PBC, you're with Floyd Mayweather. Period.
See, it's all about Floyd. All about Floyd. But go ahead.
Okay. Period. You cannot bring up Al Heyman name without bringing up Floyd Mayweather name.
Listen,
If I was training him
listen.
or I was in his corner, I don't think he should be fighting at 147 at all.
So if you don't think he should be fighting at 147, that means he's fighting at a class where he can get weight drained.
I don't think he should be fighting at 154. I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168. That's just my honest opinion.
Okay. The reason why I brought that up is when he fought Diego Corrales, the boogeyman. You know what they did to him when he beat him? Man, it was so he destroyed Diego Corrales. They did the same thing about the Diego Corrales fight. They could not believe it. It just so happened that the undisputed, these guys are at the top of the they at the creme de la creme. They at the very peak of the division, and they got this undisputed. So it was way more anticipated than Floyd's fight. But when Floyd beat him, they discredited him because they said there was something wrong with Diego Corrales, and they was coming up with all the excuses. And they said he was weight drained. He's too big for that division. They did the same thing. Said and guess what? They was fighting. Floyd fought Diego at 135, if I'm not mistaken. It was super featherweight or something like that. And then Diego's next fight, he moved up to the next weight class. I think he was fighting at 140. So now if they would have came and said that to him and said Diego should have been fighting at 147, whatever, he would have been mad. Man, this dude, y'all called him the boogeyman, and I came in there and I made quick work of him. Or not so quick work, I made him look like he didn't even belong in the same ring as me. That's what Crawford did to Errol Spence. See, these guys got to be careful when they asking questions to Floyd Mayweather about Terrence Crawford because he's not going to get, as good as Floyd is, the Hall of Famer, if you talking money, you ain't nowhere near him because he's always talking numbers on money. He's a number guy now. When he's talking about gate, I don't know how much these guys make. I make this blah, 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 exhibition. I make all this money, 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 money. I fought all these champions and stuff. He did. I can't take nothing away from what he done. He's a GOAT. He's legendary. But when you start talking, and he got a big ego, it's all about him. He makes everything about him. So when you start trying to compare somebody to him, you know what you're going to get. He's going to throw some shade on you. He's going to throw some shade on him. I thought I'd just bring that up. I thought it was funny because it's like the same stuff happened when you fought Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales was knocking out everybody. He was like 30-27. Chico. He was the real boogeyman. I remember it like it was yesterday. Floyd came in there, man. Dude, you thought Arturo Gotti got it. He was putting hands all over him, man. He dropped him like 5 times. And they come up with the excuses. Like they do Floyd his whole career. They got excuse for why he won. There was something wrong with the person. Well, since you beat him, now I got another guy to beat you. Same stuff. So he should know that. He could have just said, man, it was a good fight. You know, Terrence, he did what he had to do. Errol bounced back or whatever. I mean, I just was there as a fan enjoying the fight or something like that. And I can't speak for him. He's his own man. But don't expect him to give Terrence his kudos, propers to compare him to him. You crazy. What you guys think about this?